Today shows that Labor's messaging on nuclear is cutting through, with the majority agreeing it'll cost $600 billion to build. Do you regret hitching your wagon to nuclear, and do you think you've done enough to sell it this campaign so far, given you haven't been to a proposed site yet?
I made the decision to support nuclear power, not because it's an easy political win, but because it's a win for our country. And I believe absolutely it is the best decision for our country. Now, the Labor Party didn't support nuclear submarines, but we did the deal, and the Labor Party eventually came to support the submarine deal. And to their credit, I paid credit to the Prime Minister at the time, and I have since. When he was opposition leader, he supported the nuclear investment into submarines. It is the best decision for our country because it's the best decision for 19 of the top 20 economies in the world, but not for ours for some reason. So we have to make the tough decisions that are right for our country. The $600 million figure, as you know, is a complete fabrication. The independent economic analysis puts our plan at about $331 billion, compared to Labor's almost $600 billion for their renewables-only policy. Our plan is 44% cheaper than Labor's. So if you want cheaper electricity, if you want reliable electricity, and you want to decarbonise, then our plan is the plan for you. And I think a lot of Australians can look through the scare campaign. Some people will be fooled by it because they'll think the Prime Minister's telling the truth when he's not. And I think, again, it's a test of the Prime Minister's ability to sell a scare campaign. He's good at it. That's what he does. But he's bad at governing. And Australian families feel that in their own household budgets. So I think we are more than happy to talk about our policy because it is right for our country. It's not an easy pathway because Labor want to run their scare campaign, but I just ask people to research a bit further beyond what they're seeing from Anthony Albanese at the moment.
Mr Dutton, you talked earlier about, in fact, I'll quote your words to you, but the fact is that people work hard and on the land given the variations in weather patterns. Why is it so hard for you to just say climate change and acknowledge that it exists?
Latika, I believe in climate change. That's not the point of David's question the other night. Was the impact of climate on that particular weather event? So believe in climate change. I've been very clear about that. We're the only party, in fact, going to this election with a credible pathway to achieve net zero by 2050. This is the reality. The Prime Minister dropped any reference to green hydrogen the other night. Don't forget that green hydrogen was central to the replacement of baseload power in Labor's model. It now doesn't appear in any of the Prime Minister's language. So when you talk about time and you talk about cost, what cost and timing is there in Labor's policy? It's uncertain. So if you want to listen to Keir Starmer, Keir Well, a responsible Labor leader, he said that they can't achieve net zero without nuclear. And that's the reality in the United States as well, in France, in Canada. It's the reality around the world. And I just wish we could have a mature conversation. I challenge the Prime Minister on a debate on nuclear power, and to this day he hasn't responded. And that will tell you something about the Prime Minister's approach to things. He's more into scare campaigns, and he's a bad Prime Minister that has let Australians down. And that's been the experience of families who are paying 30% more for groceries now, and 34% more for gas, and 32% more for electricity. This country just can't afford 3 more years of Labor.